look like Elip Syndicate is now officially indie because we just got some giant news about the partnership that they had for a publisher with Digital Dream, officially letting them go as developers. And today we're going to discuss what this actually means for Wayfinder, as well as maybe the future of where Digital Dream is going as a publisher in general, as well as a lot of very unfortunate news. But before we get to that, I do want to give a big thank you to everybody that is supporting on Patreon, Twitch, and of course here on YouTube through subs, memberships, and subscribing. So thank you, my dudes. And with that, let's get into this and let go of everything you need to know about what is happening for the future of Wayfinder. So the information is coming from a tweet that the official Wayfinder Twitter account at @PlayWayfinder ended up posting here, and as stated, we thank Digital Dream for helping jumpstart Wayfinder and getting up to the point in our journey. Elip Syndicate owns the Wayfinder IP, and we have no plan to stop developing the game. Now, we look forward to continuing to grow the game alongside our players as we take on operations. The game have a long way to go in early access, but we believe from our players and our dedicated Elip crew, we can and will get there. So yeah, right out the gate, at least as of now, it seems like it is going to continue its development in early access. And of course, the good news that come with Elip this is, of course, the IP itself is going to stay at Elip Syndicate and not get sadly shoved up to the sideline, shut down, or anything of that sort for the time being here, which is very good news for Elip the developers. But when it comes to exactly what is happening with Digital Dream here, we do have some reporting coming out, since nothing is official yet when it coming from Digital Dream. So like always, take that with a grain of salt. But allegedly, from the few people who have come forward to discuss it matter from Digital Dream, as of now, this is 100% tied to Digital Dream themselves here. So the report is stating at the time of that video anyway, at least 20 people were let go from Digital Dream. And as of now, once again, haven't been confirmed by a Digital Dream if that is the case. But at least from the Wayfinder dev side, the developers are pretty much, from the time being, it not really affected that much. The only real people that were kind of infected that was working on Wayfinder was on the Digital Dream side, which had to do with some of the marketing and the more middleman people, which is understandable with them handing over the IP. You don't really need them people to be in the middle to work on Wayfinder with Digital Dream. So it makes sense that their job would get cut. It is super unfortunate that sadly Digital Dream did not find other employment within the company for the few people that was affected here, as well as all the other people that have been let go from inside Digital Dream themselves. So hopefully the numbers is only 20 and not more. But with that being said, though, I hope for the best for everybody that is affected by this, and hopefully a lot of them will find work very fast in the industry or elsewhere. I am hoping for the best from everyone affected here, but as of now, it seemed to be 20 people that will let go. And of course, the other statement here is seeming to be leaning more towards the Digital Dream, mainly focusing on the in-house games instead of the publishing arm. So with that being said, we might see the publishing side come to an end as well, which in return might play into the 20 number floating around here. And of course, with Digital Dream allegedly wanting to focus on, of course, Warframe, and of course, the other project they have in the work, as well as that Soulflame type of game that they also developing. So sadly, it does look like Digital Dream will be, once again, going back to just being an in-house developer and publisher and not taking on any third-party project, at least at the time of this video, if, once again, the reporting ends up being accurate. with all that being said, we did get a little bit more information from Elip Syndicate, because lucky enough, they did do a giant Q&A over on the Discord channel. That goes into a couple of things from the news, as well as a whole bunch of stuff for future stuff. But for this video, let's just stick to the stuff that have to do with the separation. Just know I will have a video going way more into depth in the Q&A itself. But with that being said, let's go ahead and look at some of the questions. So to start off, we do have a question about, are you going to be looking for a new publisher? And a response to this is we will, but we also operate the day-to-day for Wayfinder, so really not a ton will change for us or any you, the players. So any of it seem like they are officially indie for now, they are at least thinking about and probably looking into publishers right now. So in the next coming months, we will see if any information come from a new publisher at all. And when it comes to the actual login here, since, of course, with Wayfinder being on digital stream servers and operating with a login operations, that is also something that will be changing here. And we do have a question asking, will player login change? And now, I assume DE login account will change. And a cardinal statement is eventually it will. For the time being, no. It is the same. Oh, so that might play into the whole thing of course, with some of the information coming out that the IP is in a process of transferring to Wayfinder. So hopefully that means that, of course, Digital Stream gonna give the devs a little bit of time to get servers up, get their own operations happening, and work on transitioning away from the Digital Stream login system to their own. So I bet some changes coming in the next few weeks, into the next few months, about login, and we will see how that transition will go, and will it change at all depending on what platform the players are on as well. And our next question is, of course, will season 2 is still something that we can affect in late November into early December after the recent changes? And of course, no response here is season 2 is definitely delayed at that point. It doesn't mean the content ain't coming, but what we call season 2 is likely saying to affect some content starting for season 2 to appear outside of season 2, any though season 2 itself is indeed delayed. So Whitetail is our statement on that end. So will this actually affect early assets? We will have to wait and see on that, since I know the original plan was to get early assets out there in the beginning of the year. But with season 2 being delayed now, will that also push back the free-to-play? And then on top of that, at least it does seem like season 2 might not be as big as we all originally thought, especially coming out the roadmap. But it does look like, because of all this and with the delay, lucky enough, instead of holding on to that content for a later date for the player, it does seem like season 2 might be a little more stagnant, since the did date here with, of course, some content appearing that would normally been in season 2 being put into the game a little bit earlier than what they planned as a whole. So on one hand, I get that it's good that a lot of the content haven't been delayed. So the question though is what exactly did get delayed? But once again, Elite, hopefully some of the stuff they have talked about, such as the job board and dailies and weekly, hopefully that stuff is still on track here. So you will probably be seeing some miniature events, such as what we've seen with Call of the Void, as well as the Weevil King as well. So probably affect some of that for, of course, season 2 stuff. But yes, nonetheless, the overall big content, whatever that might be, outside of course, probably the reward tower in Gwendol, does look like it is delayed, and of course, with no real statement of how long. So, we will see how early assets transition into free-to-play. Are we going to still be on schedule, or will that be pushed back? I guess we're going to find out eventually here. And then we have a little bit of confirmation that seemed to come from, of course, I don't want to say leak, but the people that was giving inside information. to of course back up some of that. So as stated here, did you lose any developers or developer mentor in that process? I wasn't clear what the support were entitled fully. And the answer is no. We absolutely had people we worked with at DE, but none directly developer of the game. So that pretty much back up the whole idea of seeming that most of the people that were let go was indeed only on a digital stream side and not Airship. And that is pretty much all the questions from the Q&A that very much going to play into the future of Wayfinder. So once again, I will have a video coming very soon going into the overall detail of everything that was asked here, since not everything is tied to the separation. So make sure you do the thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the bells so you'll be notified of that video. And of course, I will keep you all up to date as more information coming out as it develop, and also what might happen next for Wayfinder as an independent, leading into hopefully a new publisher that won't be acting for too much. So do all that to keep up with that stuff. And of course, like always, let me know below in the comment about how you feeling about this. Is this good news for you? Since I do know, once again, we will go more into it in a distant video, but I did technically talk about how content can be done a little bit faster now, especially once this is all said and done and everybody kind of fall into the new groove of being independent. That is a very exciting prospect, but let me know in the comment if you're hoping for any other change. Do you think that gonna happen outside of them hoping and talking about doing said stuff? Let me know below how you feeling about all of it, because I am super curious if this got you worried at all for the future of Wayfinder. And of course, like always, that's gonna do it for me. But I will go ahead and see you in the comments.